Hello, creative friends, and welcome to the Stampin' Squad. My name is Cheryl Dorsey. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Southern California, and I want to welcome you to the squad today. Hello, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Thanks for being here with me today. I haven't seen you for a while. I think it's been 3 weeks since I've had a live. I think it's been 3 weeks. And before we get started today, I just wanted to say thank you so much for all of your really kind messages, emails, messages that you sent me with your condolences and your sympathy. I really appreciate it. It's never easy to lose a family member. And then, of course, especially around the holidays. So that was difficult. And so I had to be gone for a while. But you all were so very sweet. And I do appreciate all of your wonderful messages. So thank you. I'm glad to be back. We're in January 2026 now. And I am excited to show you some new products, right? New products. Yay. We have a new mini catalog. Hold on, let me grab it. Here it is right here. I see some of you jumping in. Yay, I'm glad. I didn't want to be alone today. So I'm very happy that you guys are here too. All right, we've got a new mini catalog. It just kicked off on the 6th of this month. And I don't know if I said today's date, it's January 12th. So it's only been out for a few days. And we're going to use this Valentine suite today. I'm really excited to show it to you. Look at all these wonderful inspirational ideas for things that you can do with the products in this suite. Great ideas. That's why I love catalogs, because we get so many wonderful ideas and inspiration when we flip through our catalogs. All right, this is what I'm going to be using today. I won't use every single part, but I'm using a lot of it today. It is the Made with Love suite. So there's a stamp set and a die set. Hold on, here they come. Stamps, dies. So, of course, looks very Valentine-y, lots of hearts, great sentiments. And then I've been talking about this with our new packaging. If you need magnetic sheets, Stampin' Storage makes one that fits perfectly in this packet, in this envelope. And I did put the link for that down in the description. So if you need some magnetic sheets for our new packaging, you can find the link down in the description below this video. Okay, so here's the bundle: stamps and dies, and a great embossing folder. We're going to use that today. 3D embossing folder, all of these cute hearts. And what else is in here? Oh, we're going to use these for sure, because we're going to make a shaker card, y'all. Here. All these cute little hearts and little sprinkles and little envelopes. Very adorable. So we've got that. There's a ribbon in this suite. It's very pretty, and it's a skinny ribbon, so it's really easy to tie into bows or knots. And also, these bags are available, and they're quite long. Let me measure it for you. I don't remember exactly how long they are, but they're pretty big, and they are food safe. So if you're making treats, these would be great. That's about 9 3/4, just a little bit less than 10 inches. And it has these gusseted sides, so that's really nice. And then it just comes down and folds here on the end. And it comes with these little things that you just fold over after you roll it closed. Super cute. I have another project next week, and I'm going to use those for you. So I think that's everything that's in the suite. Obviously, great paper, right? Always great paper. Let me show it to you. First, I'm going to tell you what colors are in it. There's Bubble Bath, Flirty Flamingo, Poppy Parade, Real Red, and Strawberry Slush. So all the great Valentine colors. Let's take a quick look. Got lots of hearts. This Valentine's suite is full of hearts. I love this paper with a real red background and these cute little polka dots. Adorable. More hearts here. And this little pattern, I like this too, with these little lines and little bitty dots. Hearts, hearts, hearts. Flirty Flamingo. And then we're going to use this piece today with these really pretty little dainty flowers and hearts. Just two more sheets, I think, here. This with all the hugs and kisses. Gorgeous stripes. Oh, there are two more now. Oh, hearts. And this is like going from one color to another. So I think we got Real Red, Poppy Parade. This looks like Strawberry Slush, and then Flirty Flamingo up here at the top. And on the back, this really cute pattern with the hearts and the little bitty flowers and the arrows. So cute. And finally, another one with just these little hearts and kind of a stripe pattern. And lots more hearts here, little bitty ones. So the paper is adorable. And I love all the bright colors there. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let me pop over to the comments for a minute and say hi to everybody. Okay. New Jersey card maker. Hi. Welcome. Hi, Lisa. Nancy. Okay. I got it. That's your name, Nancy. Carla's here. Hi, Carla. Oh, thank you very much, you guys. Yeah, it was a sad time. Lisa, you don't usually go for Valentine's. Yeah, I know. It's not everybody loves Valentine's Day, and I get that. I get that. But it is cute. Sometimes you just want hearts for something, even if it's not Valentine's Day. And so there are a lot of options with the products in this suite. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say, I checked online this afternoon before we started, and the suite and the paper and the bundle are all low inventory. And I had already told my stamp club earlier this month, if you want the Made with Love, if you want anything from that, you need to get it right away, because when they come out with something really cute for Valentine's, everybody buys it first thing, because you want to get it in your hands and you want to make your Valentine projects before February 14th. So there's a little bit of a time constraint there. And so lots of people rush to buy the Valentine stuff every year. So it is low inventory. It'll go unavailable for a little while and then it'll come back in, but I don't know when it will come back in. So if you've got Valentine projects in mind, you will want to get this right away. There's my website. You can shop there. You can see projects there, all kinds of good stuff over there. So be sure and bounce in and check it out. All right, let's see what we got for this card. This is a piece of Pretty in Pink cardstock, and it is 8.5 inches by 5.5 inches, and it's scored in the middle at 4.25. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold and burnish that while I have it in my hand. There we are. Now I've got another piece of Pretty in Pink, and this one is 4 inches by 5.25. So we're going to use that as a layer. I've got a piece of basic white cardstock, same size, 4 inches by 5.25. That's the inside of our card. Then I've got a few pieces here. This is real red, and it is 2 3/4 by 4. And now we've got a piece of that pretty designer series paper. And this is 5.5 of 5. I don't think so. 2.5. It's 2.5 inches wide and 3 3/4 inches tall. And we're just going to layer that. And then I've got a couple of scraps here, a little real red scrap and a basic white scrap. So let us, what should we do first? Let's stamp. How about that? So I'm going to just grab my real red stamp pad. Oh, goodness. And you guys keep chatting away in the comments. When I finish this card, I'll come over and check in the comments with you all. And then I'll make another card for you. Okay. This is the Hugs and Kisses stamp. So it's got that XO. So let's just put that right here. Getting kind of messy there. There we go. XO. All right. Now I'm going to stamp the inside of my card. So let me grab the stamp that says Valentine's Day. And this is the Pretty in Pink. Where's that stamp? There it is. Okay, let's see. Right there. And there's a stamp that just says happy. So let me grab that, and I'm going to go back to that real red stamp pad. And let's just put this right up here. Super cute. Love it. Okay. Now, I'm not wild about the way this stamped. I kind of pressed down too hard, so I'm going to do it again. I always try to have lots of pieces of white scraps around because if I'm not happy, I'm doing it again. Let's try again. Whoops. Okay, that's better. Ooh. Thank goodness. All right, I am going to go ahead and put this inside my card. Where is that card base? Here it is. Let's put that on the inside here. So I'm going to grab my multi-purpose glue. It kind of wants to come out and it kind of doesn't want to come out. There we go. Okay. Oh, I missed you guys and I missed stamping. I didn't get to make anything for a couple weeks. So I'm glad to be back here with all my stuff. So we can make all the things. Okay, there we go. That is going to just go to the side for a minute. And that stuff's going to go to the side. I'm going to grab my cut and emboss machine because we're going to use that fabulous embossing folder. Here it is. And I'm just going to take this piece of Pretty in Pink here. And we're going to put it on the inside. Let me just do it over here at the side so I don't bump my camera. All right, got it inside. It goes on top of my base. And then plate number 4, because it is a 3D, embossing folder. So we'll send that through. Move this out of the way. Okay. Let's see what we've got. There it is. Very pretty. All right. Let's put that on the front of the card. So just a little tone on tone here. And get this adhered. I think that's pretty straight. Okay. Now, might as well put these two layers together. So this is an easy version of a shaker card. I like easy. Okay, there we are. And that gets to just go to the side there. I want to die cut using this heart die. So we're going to die cut this, and we're also going to do a red heart. I'm going to grab my smaller machine here. All right. So let's put this on first. And I'm going to set this up so once it's cut out, the XO, I guess the heart is kind of in a slant. It's not just straight up and down. How about that? The heart is not just straight up and down aligned with the letters. It's kind of an angle. Angle, that's the word I'm looking for. Okay. All right. Pull that off. There we go. And now let's do a red heart. Set this up again. Get this in here. That's pretty tight. So hold your breath. I didn't put my Post-it note tape on it. So hopefully it will stay put. Okay, success. Yay. There it is. Awesome. Okay, these get to just sit over here for a minute. Let's go back to this. We need a clear envelope like this. So this is a Stampin' Up! Clear medium envelope. Let me show you the picture. So this is what the package looks like. There's 50 of them in here. Lots and lots of them. So there it is. Now what we're going to do is take this layered piece and we're just going to slip it down in there. And I'm just going to push it down into the corner down here. So it's all the way down against this bottom side. Now I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to grab my tear and tape. And I'm just going to put a strip along here. And where is my ruler? I love to use this little metal ruler when I'm tearing my tear and tape because it always makes a really nice tear. All right, you got that. I need my take your pick so I can pull the backing off of this. Here we are. Let me just make sure that we're down here in the corner where I want it to be. Yes. And then I'm just going to fold this over, just like that. Okay, fantastic. Now, we don't need all this. So I am going to cut that off. I'm going to cut it off right about here. There we are. And now I'm going to put some fun stuff in here. So we have these. What is this called? I have the lid here somewhere. Loose Valentine's assortment. That is what it's called. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of that in here. So just going to drop that right down in here. Maybe just a tiny bit more. Okay, so there it is in there. I happen to have some sequins. They're kind of white, but they're also kind of silvery, kind of translucent. These are old, just something I had in my stash. So I'm just going to add a few of those in here. Woo, they're flying all over the place. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm going to move it around so they're not like in just a huge clump all together there. All right, again, just pushing this all the way down so it's up against the crease down here. And actually, I'm going to reach in here and push it down a little bit. There we go. That's better. Now, guess what? Oh, look at that. A stray. Hold on. That's not supposed to be in there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Oh my gosh. Come on out. It just wants to be stuck in there. And I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it in there. Okay, there we go. Okay. Woo. My goodness. All right. Well, that wouldn't have been a disaster, but I'd rather it not be in there. So let's grab our tear and tape again. And I'm just going to put a couple strips on here. You can fold this over. Lost my ruler. There it is. So we got that. Let's do one more. Do, 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 do. There we go. So we want to fold this over and secure it. Take that off. And take that off. Now we're going to fold over. Sticking to my hands. There we go. So we got that. Now, I'm just going to put some strips on here so we can adhere this to the front of our card. So let's do that. So it's easy to get your shaker card going with these envelopes. So you don't have to use the little foam strips and you don't have to cut acetate. And I don't know, I just think it's a little bit more user friendly to do it this way. And it turns out so cute. One more. All right. Perfect. Now let's get these pieces of backing off of here. 1, 2, 3. One more. 4. Okay, we've got it. Now, this, oh, it's so fun. I love it. This is going to go right on the front of my card. See if I can get it straight. Yeah, okay. Press that down. Press it down real good. Ba-ba-bum. Okay, super fun. Now we want to decorate a little bit here. So I want to use this red heart, and I also want to use the white heart. But the first time I made this card, it was like, too much white. Why not put a little color on it? So I'm going back to my Pretty in Pink ink pad and a sponge dauber. And I'm just gonna put a little color around the edge. Such an easy thing to do. And sometimes it just adds the right amount of definition. I mean, I like white, but sometimes it just feels a little too stark. So I like to soften it a little bit, a little color here. And now, so I was just doing the very edge, and now I'm kind of adding a little bit more. I love these sponge daubers. Make it so easy to do these cute little techniques. Okay. Ah, fun. All right. I've got my hearts. Gonna do this one kind of like this, and this one, do it like this. I want to stick them together. So let me get just a little bit of glue here. There we are. And where do I want to put it exactly? Let's just say right here. Stick, 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 stick. And now, I'm not sure, I haven't tried to use glue against this envelope. So I don't know how it will stick. I just don't know. If anybody has done that, if you tried to glue something to one of these envelopes before, let us know if that works, because I just do not know. So I'm going to go back to my tear and tape and the trusty ruler. Because I know the tear and tape will work. No, and we'll just stick a piece there. Why not? Why not? Okay. We're almost done. Cutest Valentine card ever. Lay down. There we are. And one more. All right, now just need to figure out where I want to put this cute little pair of hearts. I'm just going to say right there. I'm going to commit. Okay, there it is. And we have our little shaker. So much fun. Love it. Happy Valentine's Day. Such a cute card. if I do say so myself. I think I will. I think I will say that. All right, let me come over here to the comments and see what's going on over here. I get FOMO, you know. I know you all are over here having a good time. Okay, hold on. Trying to find you. Ah, okay. Hold on. Nancy, measurements. So on my videos, I'll measure everything for you. But also, if you pop over here to my website, there is this tab called projects. And on that tab, you'll see photographs of all my projects, including this one. And if you click on that, I have the measurements typed out, and there's also a shopping list that lists all the things that I used to make the card. So all of that information is over on my website. Hi, Marlene. It's nice to see you. Lisa, you were lost on Monday nights. That's very cute. Okay, you guys, I think you like it. Okay. Oh, good. Yeah, Nancy, you can find it there. Everything you need is over there. All right, card number one. Let's do another one. Let's do something different. I'll just put this over here for now. We're going to emphasize some different colors. I bet if you know me, I bet you can figure out which color I'm going to emphasize. Hmm. Hmm. My favorite colors. It is one of the current in colors. Well, that's going to be strawberry slush. Strawberry slush. Love it, love it, love it. Cannot get enough of that color. All right, here's my card base. And then we have this layer. Hold on, I'm dropping things on the floor. I've already done a little bit of work. So I have a strawberry slush heart already die cut. And then I took my little scrap of basic white and I stamped this heart stamp, little lines. I stamped that and then die cut this. You remember we die cut a couple of hearts for this one using the same die. I did these two. And I got my layer piece here, but we're not going to emboss it. We are not going to emboss it. I'll show you what we are going to do. Here's the inside of the card. I already did that. So I did the same thing. I've got the Valentine's Day stamp. And then this time I stamped happy in the strawberry slush. So it will coordinate with the card. And let's go ahead and stick that on the inside. And I think you're going to like this outside layer. Okay. Let's put that down. Yeah, if you've been watching me for a while, you know I love the strawberry slush and also the Secret Sea. Mm, those are my two favorites out of the in colors right now. What are we going to do with that? Let's stamp on it. I need a piece of scrap paper. I'm going to stamp. I need my strawberry slush stamp pad because we're going to do a little tone on tone stamping. And I'm using this stamp with this little, I'll call it a little bouquet of hearts, right? A little gathering of hearts. I am just going to kind of go around the edges and put some hearts on here. So let's make that one a little higher. So I'm just going to work my way around here. I'm kind of being a little bit random about where I place this. There we go. Let's do this over like there. Let's move. Let's move over here for that one. And then we'll put a little bit right here. Almost done. I like doing tone on tone stamping sometimes. It's just kind of an alternative, I think, to using designer series paper. When you want something interesting, but you don't want it to be too overwhelming. Okay, there we go. That'll work for our layer. Let's put it on here. Move the stamp and the stamp pad out of the way. Okay, let's put this together. This goes on the front. Like this. Wonderful. All right, we need our little shaker part. So what I did, whoops, got it upside down. For this one, I just cut a piece of Pretty in Pink. And this was the, let me tell you, this was the 2 3/4 by 4. That was the measurement for this. Ran it through with the embossing folder, so it's already embossed. So now we're going to do this. Let's see if I can do it maybe a little quicker. I won't try not to talk as much and move a little faster. Okay, let me grab this. Where's the end? Where's the end? There it is. Okay. And I don't know if you noticed, excuse me, when I'm using my tear and tape, I like to wear it as a bracelet. That works better for me than trying to actually hold it. I don't know why. I guess I'm maybe a little uncoordinated, but I just wear it on my wrist and then pull out what I need, lay it down. I don't know if any of you have any secrets to how you hold your tear and tape. All right, and this time I'm going to cut this off a little shorter so we only have to do one strip of tear and tape instead of two. There we go. Okay, here's our front. Let's grab these again. Let's see if I can keep from getting something, a stray one on the back. That was so silly. These in there. I'm just getting these all over the place. But everybody loves a little glitter, right? Okay, you go over there. Now, let's seal this up. There we go. Awesome. Fold it over. That. Now, need a little, excuse me, need a little turn tape on the back so we can put it on our card. Well, gotta hold it still. There, that works better. Oh my goodness. All right. 4 is a charm on this one. I know they say 3 is a charm, but I'm doing 4. Last one. Okay. Put that turn tape away. Now, let's get it on the front of our card. So tell me if you've made shaker cards before. I'm just curious. I've made them a couple of times, but I haven't made them a lot. Just wondering if any of you have done them in the past. Here we are. Put that on. Now we've got a really cute strawberry slush heart. Just put a little glue on that so we can stick them together. And just go like that. And then they need to go on the front of our card. Oh, and I threw away my turn tape, but I need it again. Where's that end? There it is. There it is. And we'll just put a couple pieces on here. And I do have a couple of announcements when we're finished with the cards. Okay. Let's get these on the front of our card. Well, or I could stick them to my work surface. How about that? They look better on the card or on my work surface. Okay. I'm just going to put them right there. And we have our little shake inside. So fun. Where's the other one? Here it is. Okay. Those are our 2 cards today. And you know, I always want to know which one you like better. Yep. Strawberry slush. I love the strawberry slush. I mean, I made this one first when I was experimenting and I loved it. But then I think I'm always going to choose strawberry slush. I can't help it. I can't help it. Okay, announcements. Things that you're going to like right now until February 2nd. It's bonus days. Bonus days. And that means that when you purchase $50 in product, and I'm speaking in United States dollars right now, $50 in product, you earn a $5 coupon. So you can earn as many coupons during this period as you want. So depending on how many times you order or how big your orders are, they will email you your coupons. So, excuse me, when you get those, be sure and hold on to them. Okay. Hold on to your emails because when the period closes, then the redemption period opens. So, all during the month of February, you will be able to redeem all those coupons that you earned. So, bonus days. The other thing is the product of the month. They started this in December, and in December, the product of the month was beautiful blue, different shades of blue, designer series paper. Gorgeous. I have it, of course. I have it, of course. This month, February, the product of the month is a stamp set, and it's a great stamp set. A stamp set like this, we would probably normally pay $20, $22 for. You can get it for $5. The website is going to help you. So when you start shopping, it's going to be keeping track of the dollar value of the products that you're putting in your cart. And when you reach $75 in products in your cart, it's going to say, congratulations, you may add this product of the month to your cart for $5. $5. And I know I have some French speakers and German speakers that watch my videos. Thank you guys. Thank you. The stamp set does come in French and German. So that is super exciting. So that's for February. With the product of the month, it's while supplies last. So if everybody is buying the product of the month, it might not last to the end of February, or it might still be available in March. We just don't know. We don't know how much of this they have on hand. So those are the two exciting things happening. Remember, if you want products from this suite, please don't wait. I don't want you to be disappointed. All right. Because as I said, several of the products from this suite, definitely the bundle, the dies, the stamp set, the paper, were all low inventory this afternoon when I checked. So make sure if you're wanting to get those things, you do not wait. You can find me there. Thank you so much for watching. We're getting back to our normal schedule, so you will be able to catch me here live on Mondays. And I really appreciate you tuning in today and watching with me. And if you're watching the replay, leave me a comment because I want to come back and say hi to you as well. All right. Thank you so much. Happy New Year, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.